Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing and testing out this fan by Dreo. I do have to mention that they did send this one out to me for this review, but I've been using their products for a long time now, and I've already really enjoyed using their fans. But today specifically, we're going to be looking at the Polyfan 508S. All right, so the nice thing about this is it comes in a bunch of foam, so it should be all nice and safe inside of there. So the first thing that came out is this base, and it's really heavy. It honestly kind of reminds me of the weights that you put on barbells. We also get a quick start guide, so that's going to be pretty helpful. But by the time we're done with this, you guys should have a pretty good idea of how these go together. All right, so here is the actual fan. It's a really unique design. I've never seen a fan that looks quite like this. It's not just your normal pedestal fan or even tower fan. It's kind of its own thing. All right, so the last two things in the box, we have some tools. Then we have this rod right here that's gonna attach the actual fan to the base. So this is going to screw in into this side, and it does look like it's plastic there, so don't over tighten it. And I just heard a click, so we're done. So inside of the main bag with all the tools, you're gonna find this. It has a washer, a bolt, and an Allen key. And that's gonna be how we actually attach this to the base. All right, so the next part, we're gonna put our washer and bolt together like so. Now we're gonna thread it into the actual fan. This can be a little difficult, so if you have someone to help hold these two pieces together while you tighten it up, then that would probably be ideal. But if you guys have to, you guys can do it by yourself like me. All right, just like that, the fan is basically all assembled. All we have to do is get that power cord connected and then mess around with some of the settings. And something else that I just noticed that I wanted to point out is that we have a little screw here that you could loosen up and then actually raise the fan up another like 5 or 6 inches. I know you guys probably can't see the top now, so I'll have to change the camera angle up in a moment, give you guys a closer look of what it's gonna look like all assembled. So the last few things in the bag here, we have, of course, the power supply. We have this clip that you could put on, and that's gonna be for the remote. And Dreo seems to always do a really good job at finding a storage spot for the remotes, because they probably know people lose these a lot. So now it's gonna be harder to lose that at least. And our power cable is really long, so that's good news. All right, so I have the fan going right now on its lowest power mode. So hopefully you guys can't hear it and it doesn't affect the audio, but I will go ahead and show you how loud it gets just real fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the remote for this, and you guys should see on that little screen down there, it's a H, and that's gonna be our highest mode. And it's really cool because it rotates in 2 different ways. It goes up and down and then horizontal. So you guys could control all of those settings here. If you guys only want it to go up and down, you guys could make it so. Or if you guys only want it going side to side, you guys could change it up also. So you guys could really customize and figure out what angle works the best for your room. On the remote, we also get all the same controls on the actual fan itself. And in just a little, I'm gonna show you how to add this to the Dreo app so that you guys can connect it to your smart home system. So on the back of the fan, we do have some RGB that you can change. So you have a whole bunch of colors there. I'll just go ahead and cycle through all of them. I think that's a really cool touch, and it kind of reflects off of this really cool design here. It looks like wood, but it still has a plasticky feel to it. Overall, this is a super modern looking fan compared to the normal pedestal fans and tower fans. Earlier, I was talking about this, so you guys could actually raise the fan up a few more inches, but just for the sake of this video, we're gonna keep it down a little lower because it's easier to film that way. So we do get some timers. Let's see what the max time limit is. Looks like I went past it. 8 hours is going to be the max. And then you guys could access the same thing right here. You just have to hold for 3 seconds, it looks like, to change the timer. This button also has 2 uses. If you hold it for 5 seconds, it helps connect it to the Wi-Fi so that we could pair it up to our app. But I've never seen a fan do all of this. I think it's really cool how much it moves, and I think it'll really help circulate air in whatever room you're testing this out on. And when you're done, just slide the remote back in there so you don't lose it. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how to pair this up to your mobile device. So basically they have a link on here. It's a QR code that you can scan and get to the app. And then as long as your phone's on the Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth's on, you guys could just go ahead and find it there. All right, I did have to skip one screen there where it showed some personal information, but basically you'll enter in your Wi-Fi code, and then after that, it's gonna start connecting to your router. All right, so we just got it paired up to the mobile app, and it was pretty quick. As soon as you enter in the Wi-Fi, it does a quick setup, and then you guys should have a screen like so. There's actually a few features that you can control on the app that you can't control on the fan base or with that remote. So just a couple things that I want to mention on the main menu here. We have a temperature of the room. We have a timer. We also have schedules, so you guys could set this up to turn on and off at certain times. And then my favorite part is this menu. So if you click it right there, we have our three main modes: standard, turbo, and custom. The turbo just automatically kicks it up to its max speed, obviously. And then custom, you guys could actually change the fan speed according to the temperature. So down here, we have some other modes. So normal is going to be a constant speed of the fan. Natural, it should come kind of in and out like wind. Sleep's going to automatically make it a little quieter and also turn off the screen on the actual fan. Then we have an auto mode, and this one should use the temperature of the room to decide what speed and what to do. So down here, you could change how much it oscillates, and then of course the vertical angle as well. Then a really cool thing is on the app, you can control a lot more of the RGB. So you guys could choose a color and have it breathe in and out. So now you guys should be able to see what I'm talking about. Then we also have the circle mode, and this should just rotate all of the RGB colors, which is also really cool. Of course, if you just want a constant color, you guys could go here, and then you guys could just select white and it'll just light up the corner of your room wherever it's at and look really simple. And you guys can change the brightness right down here. We also do have panel sounds that you guys could mute, a child lock, and temperature calibration. Overall, I think that this is a really cool fan. It has so much technology in it that I would have never expected to be inside of a fan. The fan itself is also really powerful. So far, I think it's probably the most powerful fan inside of our house. Obviously, right now, we have it on a low mode just so it's not too loud so you guys could hear me talking. But if you guys are like me and you guys like a loud fan at night, I think this is a great choice. So anyways, that's it for my really quick unboxing of this Dreo fan.